Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. My name is Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are with the cards that come out in this reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through. So the first card we have is the Two of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and we have the King of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So with this Two of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like a relationship. I also feel that with this Two of Cups, this does feel like being on the same page. And I feel like it's happening emotionally, being on the same page as far as emotionally in this connection with where you're at. Do you feel like with this Two of Cups, this person feels a desire to be able to have a relationship with you? I do also feel like this could also be a desire to deepen a relationship. Do you feel like with this Eight of Swords, this does feel like an energy of being more open to this connection? I also feel like there's a sense of being able to experience healing on a personal level. Do you feel like that is also bringing you to a space of being more open in this connection? Do you feel like with this Eight of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like a pretty empowered energy within this connection? And I do feel like there's a sense of also being able to feel comfortable with the situation, with this connection, and even with how this person makes you feel. With this King of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy that I do feel that you could be dealing with someone who's older. I do feel like there's also this very mature energy. Emotional maturity is also something that plays a part of this connection. And even when it comes to the actions that are being taken in this connection, do you feel like there is a sense of dealing with somebody who is in control of their emotions? And I do feel like when it comes to any actions that they take towards you, it's coming from a loving place. So I do feel like there's a lot of feeling that they have for you, but also a strong sense of connection. But I do feel like with this King of Cups, that the emotions could be also ones that go much deeper than you realize about this person, or than this person may have let you in on. And I do feel like with this King of Cups showing up over here, the feelings are quite deep. And I do also feel like there's also a very sense of being connected very deeply in this connection with you. But I do feel like with this King of Cups, there could also be a sense of having a cap on that, or being in control of letting you in on that. And I do feel like there's a desire to control their emotions. So I do feel like that affects the way they express themselves. And I do feel like with this King of Cups, this person may be calculated as far as just how much they're letting you in on as time goes by. But I definitely feel that there's a strong sense of being very connected, and I do feel like there's even action towards being able to act on being able to have a connection or a relationship with that Two of Cups. I do feel like with the Four of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy between two people who are a great team. Do you feel like it's a strong union? And with the Four of Wands, this does also feel like having a strong foundation. So I do feel like there could be a foundation of friendship, but there could be a foundation of trust between two people. And I do feel like it is something that allows for being able to build in a healthy way towards something that's stable, something that's secure. And I do feel like with this Four of Wands, this does also feel like an energy of commitments in the sense of ceremonies like weddings. And I do feel like it's quite celebratory energy. So I do feel like this does feel like the connection meeting up on that milestone of where things can go. And there's a desire to get there. And I do feel like it's pretty reciprocated energy with the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. So I am going to clarify these cards. We have the Four of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Eight of Wands, and it's also in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, this does feel like a pretty nurturing energy. I also feel When it comes to the Queen of Pentacles, this is about being able to grow and build something and putting in the effort towards being able to get there when it comes to a goal. Do you feel like with this Queen of Pentacles energy, this is a very respecting energy, and I do feel like there is a lot of respect, mutual respect with the Queen of Pentacles showing up underneath the Four of Wands. I also feel like there's a lot of admiration as well. I do feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, this does also feel like a working energy, working well together energy. Do you feel like that goes a long way when it comes to nurturing a connection? And with this Four of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being open. Do you feel like there is also a lot of generosity from this person towards you? Do you feel like this person is open to sharing with you? I do feel like there's a sense of being in a space where they're trusting you, and I do feel like there's this open energy with where things can go with you, and also when it comes to being able to have this person be someone you can rely on. With the High Priestess showing up over here, we have more Cancer energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer, but I do also feel that with the High Priestess, this does feel like an energy of really being in a space where it's like you're difficult to read. I do feel like there is a sense of giving this person a hard time when it comes to being able to read you. I do feel like you're moving in a way where it's like you're keeping things in. And I do feel like it is also not in a bad way, but it's in a way of wanting to be able to also self-protect. I do feel like with the High Priestess, this does feel like there's this feeling of keeping your cards to yourself, not showing or revealing too much. Do you feel like with the High Priestess though, there is the sense of having a connection where it's like there's an understanding, a deep understanding between the two of you? Do you feel like there is a sense of being able to feel that with this person? And I do feel like there's a strong connection here with this High Priestess showing up underneath this Eight of Swords. I do feel like with this Eight of Swords showing up in the reverse here, this does feel like an open energy. You're open to this connection and you're open to this person, but I do feel like it's like you're moving at your own pace when it comes to opening up to letting this person in on where you stand with them. With the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of taking your time around the communication. I do feel like this person and this situation feels like it's a loving one with the King of Cups. There is emotion here and I feel like it's a strong connection. But I do feel like when it comes to being able to experience a sense of expression, vocalizing, it's like that's something that is being held back on. I do feel like with the Eight of Wands showing up in the reverse, things are also moving at a pace that is manageable as opposed to moving too fast. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have Scorpio with I Transform. We have the second house with Owning. And we have Neptune with Sacrifice. So the Scorpio card showing up over here, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I do feel like with the Scorpio energy over here, this does feel like transformative energy. I do feel like that's also healing energy. This connection is one that goes quite deep. Do you feel like it is also one where there's also the opportunity to get to know this person on a very deep level? Do you feel like this person is someone who is in a position where they open? And do you feel like this also feels a bit vulnerable and being able to be more vulnerable in this connection and open up emotionally? And do you feel like there's also a sense of being able to have deeper trust because of it? Do you feel like also strong intimacy with the Scorpio energy? But with the second house card showing up over here, I do feel that you could also be dealing with a Taurus. It's also possible. Do you feel like with this second house card showing up over here and this Owning energy, this does feel like an energy of being able to get to a place where this connection is also doing something for you as far as on your self-esteem, and I do feel like that's in a positive way. There is a sense of experiencing a connection where it's validating on a deep level. I do also feel that with the second house card, this also feels like an energy of being able to either consider real estate. I do feel like this could be about moving. Somebody could be moving. Somebody can be considering moving in, being able to move into a new house. I do feel like there's also moving around this, but I do feel like this also has to do with money. And the money that somebody's able to build up, also affecting them in this connection. With the Queen of Pentacles, this does feel like a hard-working energy. I do also feel that it's pretty positive and also leads to a place of abundance. So I do feel like this also feels like getting to a place of either promotion, getting to a good place financially, and also getting the sense of hard work paying off. Do feel like with this Neptune card showing up over here, I do feel like this has to do with making sacrifices. I do feel like this is also pertaining to this Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This person's pretty generous, so I do feel like there's an open energy. I do also feel that if there are secrets in this connection, that this is also about being able to find out a lot more around secrets in your connection. I do feel like with that High Priestess card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of keeping things to oneself. So I do feel like there is a sense of being able to actually find out a lot more in this connection. And I do feel like with that Neptune card, this feels like an energy that feels a bit unconditional and accepting. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Cancer.